Well, my last few reloading videos have been for my .308 Winchester, a Seiko 75 that I bought used, and I had the barrel threaded, and my son had shot his first deer with reloads that we made. And I've been wanting to get a 30 cal hunting rifle I can shoot long range with and hunt long range with, or just get a little bit more range than what the 308 can do. You know, I'm limited to about 250, 300 yards with my bullets and just the speed that I'm getting with my barrel and my 308. So the rifle I ended up buying is a Tikka 300 short mag, 300 WSM, if that's what you call it. It has a 24-inch threaded barrel, and interestingly enough, I'm able to get 300 Winchester magnum speeds with 2 inches less barrel, so a 24-inch barrel versus 26, and about 10 grains less gunpowder. So it's a very efficient case. So I had bought Norma 300 WSM brass. This has been annealed recently. This has been fired once. I had some pretty good success with barns in the past, and I wanted to try some barns to start out with. The only issue here is for 180 grain barns, this is a very long bullet, and I have a 1 11" twist. So if you look on the Berger twist stability calculator, the SG number is very low, like 1.2, 1.3. As you can see, I got them to shoot fairly well, but I'm probably not gonna choose these, and I'll talk more why. What I used is what I have for primers. This is Remington 9.5 Magnum primers. Hodgdon 4350, which is quite temperature insensitive, and quite, maybe almost as good as Varget, or maybe H1000, but H1000 would probably be more for like a heavier 200 plus grain. So I stuck with this H4350. I got a pound of it, ended up getting a little bit more when it finally came in stock again. So starting off reloading, I had used the optimal charge weight test, and I quickly found pressure. I had cases with extractor marks on the head of the case, and also I had a heavy bolt. So I ended up having to pull a bunch of bullets, and I reloaded them, and I did a ladder test starting from 61.2 grains up to 64.8. And the reason why I backed off is because I had this pressure. This is what I have graphed up here for my ladder test. I know it looks kind of crappy, but this is what it is with my Cadwell chronograph. My starting off velocity with H4350 on my ladder test at 61.2 grains was 2867 feet per second, and the fastest, I think this is an anomaly, 2969 at 64 grains. And I do have a flat spot here, but I was starting to get a heavy bolt here, so I wanted to back off to this area in here, and that's where I had tested 62.2 to 62.4 to 62.6. So this is what I had got for speed at average with 62.2 grains. My standard deviation was 13.8, 20.6 at 62.4, and 13.9 SD at 62.6. And those are all 5-shot groups, 5-shot calculations here. My extreme spread, best one was 29, which isn't too bad. I mean, this is a huntable load here. You can see the extreme spread, and then the median, or the average velocity I'm getting with 62.2 grains, 2943 feet per second. And then the highest in the middle node where I had a bigger spread was 2952, and then back down to 35 extreme spread. At 62.6, I had a average velocity of 2938 feet per second. So here, graphing up, you can see there's a bit of a flat spot here. I'm just not too happy with how they grouped. All right, so this is my 200-yard mini ladder test. I did 5 shots of 62.2, 62.4, 62.8. I had colored the bullets blue, black, and red. All right, I'm zeroed out off from a bullet. Best group I had was right at 2.1, and this is the group with the higher extreme spread. This was the group with 50 feet per second extreme spread, 20 SD. I will say when I go shooting at the range, wind is a good 15, 20 20 mile an hour. This one had the best SD, this blue, but I mean, I'm just giant. This is 4 inches. In the red, this also had a SD of about 13.9. I am at outside, yeah, 2.5 inch. So I mean, it's possible I could get a little bit better SD out of these, but to hunt 300-400 yards with this for nilgai, I think this would be a fine load. Trying to push past 400-600 to the max, I could use these bullets. I don't think I would use these. I'm gonna try finding a load that I can get a tighter SD. Maybe I could play around with seating depth to get this to tighten up, but I'm gonna stop here and call this done. I'm gonna back off on these going forward, and I'm gonna use what worked really good in my 1 11 inch twist 308, 168 grain barns. And these are a lot shorter than the 180 grain. And looking at the calculator, the Berger stability calculator, I get a much higher stability number. So these will work a little bit better in my barrel. So here's a preliminary results for my ladder, which isn't too good, but the first 5 shots were darn close to an inch here with 168 grain barns, and that's why I want to use these. These are a little bit more stable for my barrel, and as you can see, you pick a bullet that's a little more stable in your barrel. The first 5 shots were at 1.19, so it's not like in this really high or higher powder charge. I did not use Barnes load data for the 168 Barnes because I think Barnes is just way off the charts. There's too much gunpowder for my gun, for its likings. I hope this helps some of you all who have a Tikka or a 1 11 inch 300 WSM. Keep in mind when you're shooting copper, it is a longer bullet. It's harder to stabilize. You're gonna get a good MOA group out of it. Maybe a little bit better if you're lucky, but for me, I am not. I'll be getting a video out for the barns. I'm gonna be busy with work for a while, so the video will be out in probably about a month. All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed the video here. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Thanks for watching.